Yes, you. Welcome to the You're Not Getting Any Younger podcast, a podcast for people who want to disrupt their lives for a good reason, to make it count. I'm your host, Jen Glantz, and every week I'll drop a new episode with stories from real people just like you, who woke up one morning and decided to make big changes, starting with small things. We'll cover topics like entrepreneurship, love, failure, and self-care. Hey, you're not getting any younger, so let's make this an adventure. Ready? Hey everyone, greetings from New Orleans. I am sitting here tonight because tomorrow I'm speaking at a conference. I'm teaching a storytelling workshop. So right now I am doing the lamest possible thing a person could do visiting New Orleans. I am sitting in my hotel room doing work, talking to you. I'm not a big drinker. I don't like to drink. So there's not that much else to do at New Orleans at night other than listen to live music, but most of the places require a 1-drink minimum, and I felt super weird going in there ordering soda. So I stood outside a couple places, listened to some music, walked back to my hotel room, popped open my computer, put on the Wi-Fi, and decided to record this podcast. So here we are. It is the second week of January. Time has already started flying by, and I have to say, this week I woke up and felt so overwhelmed. I literally felt like all those big goals I was going to do for 2019 went out the window already. Like, one of my goals was to start eating healthier and stop eating out all the time, and I am not lying to you when I say that for the past 4 days, I've had pizza once or twice a day. Like, I just ate a medium-sized cheese pizza, which is fine. It's just totally against everything I promised myself for 2019 so far. I had really big plans for this year, like big plans. I told myself that I would wake up before the sun rose and I'd go for these long walks and let myself have these really long cries and brainstorm sessions about the state of my life and call up old friends and talk to them until it was 8 a.m. and then I'd come back home. I'd make myself one of those green smoothies with 2 scoops of protein and extra kale, and then I'd get settled in and tackle my to-do list, pausing to make sure that I got my 10,000 daily steps in and eat those kind of nutritious meals that we all just really want to incorporate in our diet. But you know what happened? None of that. I have done like 99% of everything I swore I wouldn't do in 2019. This week, I signed up for a workout class, and as I was walking out the door to take it, I said, nah. I took off my shoes, crawled back into bed, and did nothing. I've been spending so much time answering emails, going through my inbox, and that was one thing I promised myself I wouldn't do this year because I find that my emails control what I do all day long, and then I don't get to do what I actually want to do. I have found that I've been sleeping past my alarm way too much. That snooze button and we spend a lot of quality time together, and I have not even written one word in my brand new gratitude journal. I scratched that. I have actually written one thing, which was January 1st, 2019, but I forgot to actually record what I was grateful for from January 1st until right now. I guess the problem is that everyone talks about how a new year is supposed to be for so many new things in our life, and we make these lists and these promises, and we talk about things like, this year is my year, and new year, new me, but the pressure totally catches up to us, and we start to realize that really big changes don't happen with big proclamations. They just don't. They happen because we make these tiny, little, itty-bitty, practically invisible, un-Instagrammable changes. I told you that I've done like 99% of everything I swore I wouldn't do this year. But the 1% thing I've done different, I'm actually really proud of because I wanted to find ways to make myself happy every day because life can really make you unhappy every day if you give into it. I'm going through a lot of stuff, and I feel like I have every excuse in the world to just run away from it all and cry in the corner every second of the day. And so my tiny little goal is I want to be responsible for my own happiness and make myself happy every day. So what I have done, what I've truly done is every morning I find a way to laugh myself out of bed. I'm looking to be more than just the punchline of life. I'm looking at more ways to laugh at things that would normally get me down. Something as simple as it's the morning and I have to get up and be a functioning human being who doesn't spill sauce all over her white t-shirt and actually make money today. So that's my 1%, and I've stuck to it. And you know what? That's baby steps, right? I guess that's how we start with every goal. We start with that tiny little step, and then we just go repeat until it becomes a habit. Baby steps. There you go. And just so you know, I'm thinking about you. I know that 2019 is only a couple weeks in, and maybe you're feeling great about it, and if so, high five. But maybe you're not. Maybe you feel like you wish it was still December 31st, and if so, let's pretend it is. Let's pretend you could have a fresh start every single day. You sort of can, my friend. Just know that I'm thinking about you. I'm cheering you on. I'm giving one of those really, really, really strong hugs. You can do this. It's just baby steps. And one more thing. If you like this podcast, and I truly hope you do, it means the world if you subscribe and review us on iTunes. That helps us book even more guests and gets even more people to listen and love this show. And if you're looking for a place to feel less alone, come hang out with us in the secret You're Not Getting Any Younger Facebook group. I would love to see you there. Until next week, all my love, Jen Glantz. Hey you! Thank you for listening to the You're Not Getting Any Younger podcast. There are hundreds of thousands of pods out there, so thank you for listening to this one. You can find the show notes for this week's episode up on our website, anyyounger.com. Subscribe, rate, and review the You're Not Getting Any Younger podcast on iTunes so that other ears around the world can listen too. Oh, and join our secret You're Not Getting Any Younger Facebook group, where over 1,000 people are talking about how to disrupt their lives, for good reason, to make it count. Until next week, all my love, Jen Glantz.